Welcome to an interesting episode of Colecandoo. I'm here with Erica Gamet. We're both speaking at PEPCON 2016, or should I say spoken. We've just finished our session. So Erica, always a pleasure.
Thanks, good to see you.
All right, so I suppose one of the questions that's going to come up is that we have a, what do you call it, it's the session coming up tonight with Adobe where they're going to ask us, what do you want?
Right.
So what do you want if you had a choice?
What do I want? I think better control over styles. Something that was brought up today was the whole kind of separating the content from the structure, like CSS and HTML, so that you could have sort of the structure like a template, and then have like styles that are kind of separate from the document itself. Like you do when you take an external CSS file and feed that in. That sounded cool to me. So now I think we should all tell Adobe that's what we want.
Well, I'll try.
And I think some more, hopefully just more advancements on Adobe Comp. I think that has great potential, but it's got a lot of shortcomings right now. Like the fact that when you place something from Adobe Draw into it, it becomes a PNG file, not export back to InDesign. It's no good. And it's Creative Cloud libraries.
Oh, yeah.
They're not there yet. They have so much potential. I'm excited.
I'm personally thinking SVG export, which you can't do at the moment, and just fix what's wrong with it right now. That would be nice. I'm not going to go into length, it'll be a separate video, but keep watching. Do you find there's features that people aren't using or they just don't realise they're there in Adobe InDesign? Yeah,
grep would be a huge one. And that may just be because that's what I really like, but it's one of those huge time-saving thing, and I think the stumbling block is that the name, first of all, is terrible. I mean, it's not something that it's not designer friendly. But once people see what can be done with it, their eyes open up, and I think that's something that people don't use. And also scripts. Things that are time saving that they don't understand why they don't use them. But I think a lot of it is that scripts and grep, it sounds very much like something from the coding world. And and it's just like and I have a joke in when I ran the Denver InDesign user group, we decided if the name of grep was a little more designer friendly, we decided we were going to call it unicorns and rainbows. And then everybody decided let's check it out, So I think sometimes it's just the way they market it. They don't, they just say, oh, it's got grep in it. That didn't mean anything to me until somebody showed me exactly what that meant. So I think everybody needs to be using that a little more. The automation features.
What is something you would recommend to any user of Adobe InDesign?
What feature would I recommend? Or what sort of things I think that they should be using?
I think I probably forgot that question very bad.
And styles. Styles people should be using.
Of course, yeah.
Especially paragraph and character styles. And people don't use them, and they need to learn to use them and also to use them correctly. I think, because otherwise it's just one of those things you're just doing, but if you're not doing it properly, not just because I say you should do it properly, but if you're not doing it properly, you're really wasting your time.
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the comments that came up was, I think Russell Beers was saying, a customer that said, styles slow me down, or they find it faster. Sorry,
exactly. Exactly.
I caught it cold. Well, you're a veteran of PEPCON. You've been to a few more PEPCONs than me. So, for anyone considering going to PEPCON, is there any advice or anything you'd like to say to encourage them to kind of come to PEPCON?
Yeah, absolutely. The big thing about PEPCON and all the events that are put on by the same group is that they really encourage the interaction between the attendees and the speakers. And as a speaker, we're very much encouraged to get out there and meet with the attendees. It's not, we don't come and give our lesson and then we go sit in our hotel room or in the bar and drink. We're supposed to be out there and so that there's this exchange of ideas, I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. Obviously, we do a lot of stuff online, and that's great. You want to get the information, you want to get it quickly. When you really want to dive into something or just kind of soak up everybody's knowledge, a place like PEPCON is great because you've just got that energy that's out there. And I like that too as a speaker. I don't feel like I just come and do my thing and then leave. It's not just coming to speak and get paid. It's to hear to see how the people are actually using the stuff, because I always hear stories and I'm like, why do you do it that way? What are you doing with that? And then I find out there's a whole other industry that does something that uses InDesign that I never even thought about. So it's great for me too. I learn a lot from the people at PEPCON.
Part of I suppose the educational side as well, but from the previous PEPCONs that we've had, is it like a memory or occasion that rings out as golden or something?
I don't know. I always learn really good tips, actually. There was one today, I'm going to have to look at my notes, because I always go, that's a great tip, and then I don't remember what it is. But I learned it today, I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. Actually, the tip, we just did the best tip, the session, the 3-minute max session, and I didn't know about the Word file.
You didn't know about that?
I did not know you could change a Word file to a .zip. I mean, I do it in other things. I don't know why I never, thought, probably because I hear Word and I run away, so I didn't everything. And I didn't know you could, change it to a zip file and then see all the contents of the package, basically, including photos. So to me, that's like just one little thing, and it's like, okay, good, that's going to save me some time. So I think that's the thing, is that I always take away something that can save me some time, or make me look really good in my next presentation when I tell people that you can do this. So it's always good stuff.
Well, apart from PEPCON, because PEPCON's nearly over for the year, is there anything else that's coming up that you need, or you'd like to tell people about? Yeah,
I'm actually going to be speaking at and chairing the creative track for the iBooks Author Conference in Nashville, in Tennessee, in the U.S. In October, I believe. I think it's the 7th and 8th. Don't quote me on that. And just looking forward to doing some new YouTube videos on my channel, and also some new video training for some other companies that I can't quite speak about.
Sure, okay. Yeah, you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, favourite Doctor?
Favorite Doctor? Absolutely the 10th Doctor. I am totally a David Tennant fangirl. Yeah. Absolutely, to the core.
All right, Erica, it's been a pleasure.
Awesome, great, thanks.
Thank you. That's it for another video. If you got something out of this video, show me by hitting the like button and subscribe for more great videos. Check out Colecandoo or InDesign Secrets for the latest articles, or tweet me at Colecandoo. Until next time, I'll see you later.